Full contact karate is one of the world's most demanding sports. This pursuit is no place for the faint at heart, and karate provides competitors with the ultimate mental and physical test. Today on Fuel, you'll see the world's best exponents of full contact karate contesting the inaugural Karate World Challenge, staged at South Juniors Leagues Club in Sydney. There's athletes from Australia, Japan, Hungary, Russia, Brazil and Lithuania doing battle for world supremacy. Bring it on! Our exclusive coverage supported proudly by Action Scaffolding, the CFMEU and Dream Team Management.
Tremendous to have your company on the Fuel Channel right around Australia, and a very warm welcome to South Juniors for this inaugural event. Make sure you stick around over the next hour. Frankly, you won't believe your eyes. Right now joining me here is Mark Murphy, the man responsible for staging the inaugural event, and congratulations, great vision by you. You must be excited.
Oh, I'm very excited, David. We've got all these fighters from Russia, Lithuania, Hungary, Japan and Brazil, and they are world champion fighters, so very, very classy fighters. It'll be a very, very good show.
Full contact karate, plenty of bravery, and fitness is a prerequisite.
Kyokushinkai karate is bare knuckle fighting. It's the hardest type of karate you can get.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks, Toby.
There he is, Mark Murphy, promoter of this event, and delighted to say that joining me in commentary for this presentation this afternoon, reigning world kickboxing champion Pete Graham. And Pete, you spent a fair bit of time training with the full contact karate athletes. Why is that?
Mate, I come from this particular style, Kyokushinkai, of course, training in Japan as well. It's a tough style, good discipline, but it is hard. You know, I always like to say it's like the Thai boxing of Japan. Real tough style, real hardcore, and it's a real good, solid, real full contact karate, as opposed to some of the point stuff we're kind of used to from the United States or the stuff that we see on TV. This stuff, they go hard at it. You know, from a real, martial artist like myself, I'm more of the martial than the artist. I love watching these guys bang it out. It's really good stuff.
And they train for explosive power in 3-minute bursts effectively.
Yeah, 3 minutes. They don't have 12 rounds like a boxer or 5-minute rounds like an MMA fighter. They've only got 3 minutes, but they have extensions as well. That extension, if they don't get it together, you either go too fast too early, you got nothing for the next 2 extensions, or you don't put enough in and you lose the fight there. So they've really got to be, like you said before, super fit, but the actual rules makes for these guys to really go out and really try to knock each other out and finish that fight early. Otherwise, it's just too hard to keep going.
It's not like you to sit in the fence in kickboxing. You can't sit on the fence today either. Who's going to win?
Mate, I don't like to sit on the fence. You know what?
You like to kick them down?
I like to kick those fences down. As much as I'd like to say Daniel Triffu is a good mate, he's a very tough guy, it will be kind of tough for him to win. He's my sentimental favourite, but the Russians will be hard to beat. I mean, he's such a tough guy. He's a bit bigger than most of the other guys and really hardcore. We're going to have to watch out for him. Roman, of course, he really, for my money, as much as I don't like to say, they'll beat the Aussies, Roman for me is the one to watch out for.
All right, we'll see if you're right.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong.
There he is, Pete Graham. Make sure you stick around. A tremendous program coming your way over the next hour on Fuel. We've alluded to the manner in which these athletes train. We went behind the scenes recently to see how they prepared for this tournament.
The specific bit is the explosive power. We're trying to get speed, agility and strength all combined in a very short time. The spar for 3 minutes, we've got to get them in and out with the most impact. So that's what we concentrate on.
I was roughly 10 years old. I started at a young age down in Ballarat in Victoria. And so yeah, I always as a kid wanted to do it and started when I was 10. I just turned 22, so it's I'm one of the youngest to be represented to represent Australia. So it's a big honour, and I've done heaps so far. I've been doing it for 11 years, so it's a long time. But I'm very surprised how good I'm doing. So. I think it's just the fact that within 2-3 minutes you can kind of, within the rules of course, but you can do whatever you want kind of thing. You're free to do whatever you want, and it's just overall fitness, mental, physical, it all comes together and it's just perfect. I just love it. It's just good.
For me personally, because I'm a bit of a smaller fighter, so I'd say up to 70%. 70%, you know, it's up to 60-70% just being focused on the day. You know, Kyokushin spirit, not give up, and just a strong spirit, yeah, it makes a big difference. Yeah, we get taught from young, you know, don't show no pain, don't give up.
Is it real?
Of course it's real. Of course it's real.
You can really block out the pain?
You can. When you're there, when you're on the day, you get accustomed, you know, you get hit, you don't feel it. The next day you feel it, but during the day you don't feel anything. It's just adrenaline kicks in and your training kicks in. And
I was 14 years old. I was in Romania training at the time, and well, it was an illegal sport in Romania back then, so we had to do it behind closed doors, and basically, like, you couldn't tell anyone that you're doing martial arts. So that was the beginning of it, and I came to Australia 19 years ago. I was lucky enough to train with the master of Kyokushin sent one of his students here, Tokuju, and I was lucky enough to train with him. So yeah, it was a good experience. Lots of people don't know, but Kyokushin's been around for many, many years. And I just, I saw it, I fell in love with it. It was for me, it was suiting me fine. And I just said, look, I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to go all the way. I don't care what other things will come around later on, I'm just going to stick with this. So that was a decision and a commitment to Kyokushin Karate, and I stuck with it. So that's what it was, so basically. I feel like I'm enjoying it more now than ever. So everything is, you know, is making more sense now as a 37-year-old. So you know, I think I will be sticking with it for a few more years. But of course, I got to take in consideration the way my body is going to, to do with injuries and things like that. So, but definitely, I would like to stick with it for a few more years.
What would you say to parents watching this program right now whose child may want to get into martial arts? What advice would you have?
Well, I'm probably one of the best examples of this, because this year when I go to Japan, it'll be my 5th consecutive appearance at the World Championships, and that's never been done before. It's every 4 years apart, so basically if you turn that by 5, that tells that I was basically in good shape all this time. Obviously injuries, you get a few things here and there, but nothing major. So even though it looks dangerous on the surface, I think it's pretty safe compared to other sports. I mean, I can give an example. Maybe we go skiing for a weekend and come back with a broken leg, you know. So yes, I believe it is safe. Of course, there are risks that you have to take in consideration, so that's a decision that you have to make when you take up the sport.
You recommend it to anyone?
Well, my daughter is doing it, so that's the best example of it. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and she's doing it, so I wouldn't recommend it to somebody else if I would not let my child do it, right?
Yeah, there he is, Daniel Trefu, and he is very much the sentimental favourite here this afternoon. Welcome to our exclusive coverage on Fuel around Australia, the Full Contact Karate World Challenge. As you can see, terrific crowd starting to file into the main auditorium here at South's Juniors Leagues Club at Kingsford. Pete Graham, World Kickboxing Champion, beside me. Pete, good to see you. And here's the info on screen for, 2 of the first opening 4 bouts.
Yeah, Dave, I really think Alex in with a good chance. He's tall, he's got some good experience, but at such a young age, I don't know how well he's going to go. I really hope he does well. We'll just have to see how well he performs those kicks. He's a tough kid, but it really is. Europeans, they really have a larger pool of fighters there. It's going to give him a lot more experience with the fighters, but you always want the Australians to win. There's those trophies, don't they look awesome? Nice big trophies.
Fantastic. Plenty of prize money to be distributed today as well. And of course, there's a heavy emphasis on charity, and that's because Mark Murphy, our other expert commentator, promoter of this event, has made it all possible. Mark, good to see you, and Alex Kocic will be representing Australia in the first bout?
Yeah, Alex, a young guy from Ballarat. He's in the World Tournament team representing Australia. He's up against Zolt, who has a lot of experience, a lot more competition in Europe. So I think Zolt will win.
All right, let's see what unfolds. Rick Powell working with us today. He's the MC, best in the business. Here he is now.
Fighting out of Eastern Europe, from the town of Reznik in Hungary, 22 years of age, weighing in the latest kilograms. He's an engineering student by education. His speciality is the gun, Malashi kick, which is the roundhouse kick to the thigh. He placed second in the European Championships this year. Would you please make him welcome tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Zolt below.
So the Hungarian now enters the auditorium here at South Juniors, and certainly a steely look of determination in his eyes. 22 years of age, and Pete, he comes here with a massive reputation.
The Hungarians always been good at Kyokushin. The world tournaments in Japan, they always bring a great team. Zolt's very committed to this. You know, I think he really wants to win. He's in fantastic shape. Got that head shaved a bit like an Uchideshi. An Uchideshi, of course, that live-in training program they have in Japan. They always shave their head. Gets that real tough guy look. This is going to be a good fight, mate.
Gee, it's good atmosphere here. A full house. And the tension starts to build ahead of this first bout. Of course, Zolt below on screen will face Australia's Alex Kocic. Here's Rick.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent tonight is from Melbourne, Australia. On the scales, 101 kilograms is recorded weight. He was the 2009 and 2010 National Open Heavyweight Champion. His specialty kick is the Malashi kick, also the roundhouse kick. Let's give it up now, ladies and gentlemen, for our very own Alex Kocic!
So here comes the Australian, and carrying the hopes of so many spectators at this venue this afternoon. Both fighters 22 years of age, and there he is, Mark Murphy, on screen.
Yeah, there's Alex. He's our big hope for the World Tournament team, and yeah, he'll do well here today.
So 3-minute bouts at the completion of that period. If the scorers can't separate them, they'll be asked to contest an extension, and so that process continues until we get the winner. So here's the opening bout of the inaugural Full Contact Karate World Challenge. Zolt below. On screen, the Hungarian.
Got those head kicks coming already. I just want to use his height a little bit more effectively. You know, against being the taller opponent. That push kick right in the guts there, keep him off. He doesn't want the Hungarian to get in close and start doing exactly what he did there, pushing him out. It's always going to look bad if he forces you back. Kyokushin, of course, they want to push you back, show that you're stronger. It's a big element of Kyokushin, the strength.
Of course, Mark, this afternoon, the referee is
Tom Lavar
using a microphone, so we'll be able to hear the audio as he adjudicates accordingly. And this is a pretty even bout to start proceedings.
They're starting pretty slow. They normally work their way up to a crescendo near the end of it. It is because you have to really manage your time and your fitness. You don't want to start too fast unless you've really got a good weight advantage, which goes a long way. There's no weight divisions in this, of course. It's an open weight, which makes it a bit of a chess game for the smaller guys. And the big guys want to really throw their weight around.
Must be difficult sometimes knowing just how much to put into the opening bout in case there is an extension. You've got to save something, haven't you?
You do have to save something, and then of course if you win, you know, you don't want to have used up all your, you know, all your shins, so to speak. If you've got a real banged up body, you won't be able to find the next one. So it's a real gamble.
Yeah, last 30 seconds they'll both try to put it on as best they can.
So opening bout continues here. We are midway through, and it would appear the Hungarian may be slightly on top, Mark.
Yeah, Zolt's walking him into the corner there, and that was a big headshot.
That was an awesome looking headshot, wasn't it? So fast.
Yeah, lucky it didn't connect. It would have been
good night.
Yes, it would have been, yeah, definitely.
Zolt's throwing that right low kick, and that's going to be really effective. That's going to affect Alex later on in the bouts. He doesn't want to get too many of them. He wants to check them or move out of the way. He'd want to pick it up now, that last minute.
Yeah, well, see, he's working them legs on Alex, and yeah, it will affect him later on for sure.
Gee, the crowd are vocal, getting into it, thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah, that opening bout is always tough to beat as well. You know, it's not so easy being the first guys out.
Yeah, flurry of punches there from Zolt.
Zolt's definitely looking the stronger here. I mean, I really want Alex to win here, of course, being this Aussie as well, but he's just not doing enough. He needs to pick it up. I don't know what's happening. It looks a little flat to me.
Yeah, Alex doing well. He just avoided another head kick there.
The Hungarian appears to be the more aggressive of the two, though.
Much more aggressive. It goes a long way. You know, with less than 10 seconds to go now, he's going to have to really finish it off to get a good, clear win. But Alex seems to want to come back here. Who knows?
Oh, go Alex.
Alex coming strongly towards the back end.
Just not enough power in that hook kick. I don't think he's got it. For me, Zolt's definitely won. Heaps of low kicks. It was a good fight.
Yeah, that was a good fight on Alex. He done well. He done some pretty good blocks and kicks there. And yeah, he's a credit.
4 red flags in the judge's decision. Of course, red and white flags indicating the red guy with the little red sash, and the white guy will have a little white sash, and all the judges on the corner have a red and white flag as well. Indicate who they feel has won the bout, for anyone who doesn't know that.
Take us through the replay for the CFMEU, Pete.
Oh, that was an awesome hook kick there. It's really fast. You really had to stretch it out a little bit more to actually get a knockout with it. You've got to connect in Kyokushin karate. You know, near enough isn't good enough, although it still looks really awesome. I just love it.
Yeah, Alex done well avoiding that.
Here's the winner.
Thank you. I know he's certainly out of breath. Give him a big round of applause, a great winner. Zolt below, we'll see him in the semi-finals.
Well done to Rick Powell, our MC, and congratulations to Zolt below, winner of the opening bout here today at the inaugural Karate World Challenge. David Tapp, Pete Graham and Mark Murphy joining you at South's Juniors this afternoon. Second bout comes your way. The world champion now on screen from Russia, Roman Nesterenko, and the raging hot favourite for victory here today, age 31. And Pete, he's the man to beat.
Oh, absolutely. For my money, he's going to win it. I've always thought he was the best guy here. He's such an aggressive fighter. Yoshinori's going to have to do something absolutely special to get this one.
Here's Rick again.
Ladies and gentlemen, full body contact karate continues now with 3 minutes of fight action now ready for you. Our first fighter to the mat, journeys from the land of the rising sun, Japan. On the scales, 86 kilograms is recorded weight, 24 years of age. The Jordan Gary, the head kick, is his speciality. 2009 and 2011, all Japan, second and third winner. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Yoshinori Nagani.
So here is the Japanese fighter, 24 years of age, 7 years younger than his Russian opponent, Pete.
Yeah, the Japanese are always tough. Russians are always very technical. The Japanese, everyone says, oh, he's a little bit small, but I tell you, it's really goes down to the size of the, not the size of the dog, rather, but the fight in the dog. The Japanese, mate, they go hard at it. I've seen some really small guys absolutely punch the hell out of big guys. I mean, this is always good to see. The Japanese know they're a little small, so they'll really try to put on a good show. You'll like this one.
It's very important that he does well, and the Japanese culture is such that they are very focused on doing well in this sport, Mark.
Yoshinori, he's a very good fighter, and he's very unlucky to make the world team for Japan. Probably one of the most unluckiest men in Japan.
Back to Rick.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now introduce you one of the Russian's finest karate exponents. As a man who walks in front of him with the Russian flag, he has travelled from Eastern Russian